Hey everyone. So this is the topic that has started all of this. I know it's a little out of order, but um, I, what's led to all of these videos was because I wanted to share how to make yogurt with the people I love and my friends and all the people I care about, but I couldn't get it to upload, so that's how this all started. So a little doing things backwards, but anybody knows me, that's how I work. So making yogurt from scratch or at home. So we have gone through many ways of doing this, and by far this has become our easiest and friendliest way of making our yogurt here at home. So I started off with a yogurt. I read the ingredients and I found one that had the largest number of live cultures in it off the shelf at the store, and I used that as my starter, and that's how we got this. Now when I'm making yogurt, here's my starter that I set aside, and when I'm making yogurt, I make and make purposefully another start. So this is our starter. You can see I've got the little thing that says yogurt on it, and this is what it looks like when it's done. So it's pretty thick and pretty awesome in my opinion, and it's like a Greek kind. I mean, it's pretty thick and nice, and this is easy. So we buy a ultra filtrated and pasteurized milk. So that's an important, because this is actually the cold start method. There is the other where you have to put the milk in and you have to scald it and denature the proteins and then cool it so that you can put your live culture into it without killing it, and then go through all this. And so we've just eliminated a bunch of steps, up to and including that we start it right in our mason jars, because with the 2 cup we can fill it halfway, and we like to do that so we have room for fresh fruit to be put on top, and granola that we make. And so we can grab this out of the fridge and go and take it to work. If we're having it at home, this works, but we do a mix actually more because it's how it fits into the Instant Pot, so it's convenient. So as you can see, I have half filled the larger ones, fully filled these, and so I'm going to go ahead and this is just the milk. So I'm intentionally making our starter right from the start. It usually is like, for I think it's a gallon, it's a couple tablespoons, but you know, I don't think it's, so I just take a little glob for each one. You could even just take this and put it in there and shake it up. I know that's what Scott does, but for showing purposes of showing you guys, this is how I'm gonna do this. Actually, he makes it a lot more than I do, but here we are nonetheless. And then I just go through, and this is way more than you even need, but why not just use it, right? I'm gonna use all the starter, and then that's our starter, right? It's all been used, no big deal. We'll wash that out, and that's what we'll use the next time. Then I come in and I just mix it up, and I do this for all of them. And then I'm going to kind of fast forward this because you don't want to sit here and watch me do this the whole time. Then I just take, and I actually just reuse this lid. I wash it every few times, but it's going to go in here and go right back to the fridge. And so then I have these lids right here that are my reusable, leak proof. I can even give it a little shaky shake just to help make sure it's good. I have these as well, which is just your traditional lids that they come with, which are great. I tend not to use these quite as often just because I actually reserve these for actually canning, but they are fantastic to use, and they can be, as long as you haven't canned with it, they can be reused. I also have these that have a little silicone insert, and I have a variety of different, so then again I can shake this up, and then they just go in. And the way that this works is, I don't know if you can see that, the way but it goes every other, and then this sits right in the center, and then I just put them all in there once I get them all set. I'm not going to again go through this whole thing with you. Really just, I mean, you can't get easier than this, you guys. We're talking, how long has this taken us? A few minutes to do this. And then I come over here, and sometimes it gets a little funky because the lids make it tight. But you have to, what we've learned is the glass really needs to touch the metal because you need that warmth to encourage the fermentation to happen. So you come over here and then you hit your yogurt button, and then it's right here, it says 23, and that's really all we have to do. We just typically do this first thing in the morning, and then we just let it go through the day, or we set it at night, and then in the morning we get up and they're done. All I have to do at that point is take this out. It'll be thickened, and I check it. I'll open it and make sure it's nice and thick, and then from there I just put it in the fridge, and that is literally all that it takes. If it's not thickened all the way, just maybe readjust. Maybe your lids are making it too tight. You're not having good contact. You don't have to have the lids on in here. With these, it might get a little questionable, right? Because it's, you know, kind of potential for it to spill. But the other ones aren't that full. So you really don't even have to have the lid. See how you don't even have to have the lid on there. We just prefer to have it on there. But you just want to make sure you have good contact. That's it. That is literally all you have to do. This is called the cold start method. You have to use the key is you have to use the ultra filtrate, ultra pasteurized milk. So this won't work for, you know, raw or, you know, just regular milk off the shelf. You have to use this. But to me, this is a little bit more expensive, but we use it, and it's really the only reason we buy this kind is to make our yogurt. And then I never have to buy yogurt. I never have to buy yogurt because I've got my starter that I just continue to make every time. That's it. Thanks, guys.